Good day, everyone. By now, most of you know me. My name is Blanche Dice. And today I'm going to share an amusing video with you, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I did in presenting it to you. As an English teacher, I always participate in workshops dealing with the English language. Several years ago, I attended one such workshop conducted by a British communications expert, Steve Richards. Steve had been married to an Indian, lived in India for many years, and was always amused and amazed at the way Indians talked. As an English teacher, I too have come across so many of these Indianisms while correcting the essays of my students. And so I thought I'd share some of those with you in this video, Super Bloopers. You know, Indians are a very hospitable race of people. They love meeting new people every day. And when they do, they bound up to you like a happy puppy, shake your hand till you feel your hand is almost coming off the shoulder, and very proudly proclaim, "Myself, Mr. XYZ. Well, I'm glad that you are proud of yourself, but I think a simple "my name is XYZ" would do just as well. And then they have to ask you your name, but they will insist on asking you, "And what is your good name?" Well, I've been racking my brains for a long time, and I know a lot of people don't like me, but I don't think I've got a bad name till this moment. They are very curious. They want to know everything about your family. They want to know where you stay, but they will insist on asking you, "Where do you put up?" As an individual, I never put up with anything, and I never put down people for the way they speak. So I very gently answer, "Well, I live in a suburb of Mumbai, Andheri, in a high-rise apartment." And then, of course, there are the usual grammatical errors. "My mother said me," or "I'm listening music." Somehow that concept of the indirect object is just not there. "My mother said to me, I am listening to music." Well, I guess that was just too much for them to handle. And if I hear it one more time, it was too much for me too. You know, people say, "I saw it with my own two eyes." Well, I know people never agree with another person's point of view, so you can't see it with my eyes. And if you do, it's quite a miracle, and I will applaud you for it. There was a time when I was doing a little social work, helping people to fill out forms, be it the Aadhaar card or a bank form. And I was to help this family the next day, and I called upon the lady when I met her in the church compound, and I said, "I'll come to your house tomorrow at 10 a.m. And she says, "Yes, madam, you know where I stay? In Harmony Building, but I am in the rear, so you will come in my backside." Somehow I was not very enthusiastic about social work after that. Some time ago, I met a student who I didn't quite remember from the classes where I taught. So I said, "I know your face, but," well, back came the answer, "Oh, madam, I passed out in 2014. And I looked at her with consternation because she didn't pass out. She is not a kidney stone, or worse still, heaven forfend, a stool. But now I remembered she did graduate in 2014. I asked after her family, and she said Madam, we are many in the house. There are 2 brothers in front of me, then is me, and then 2 sisters are coming. This use of the present continuous tense is something that we teachers have never been able to eradicate very easily. Well, if 2 sisters are coming right away, and heaven knows how many after that, well, I think I know now why India has such a population explosion crunch. Then there are the redundancies, which are very common. Return back, merge together, walk on foot, adequate enough. But the one that really gets my goat is when people want to assure you that they will do the work at hand, they will say, please be rest assured. Be and rest are redundant. You either please be assured or please rest assured. And when I listen to this, it's so annoying. It's almost as bad as those nails screeching on a blackboard. I never know whether the question is to be or not to be, or if I should correct it or just let it go and rest in peace. Some time ago, when I was doing a training in one of the corporate organizations, at the end of the workshop, they get very pally with you and you spend some time with them. And at the end of this day, a young lady came to me and she said, Madam, I would like you to meet Swapnil. He is my would-be. And I looked at Swapnil and I wondered what would-be he could be. But his slow smile and the gentle blush told me that this would-be was her fiancé. And I was very happy for them, and I asked whether they had met within the office. And she said immediately, she said, oh no, madam, we are from childhood friends, same building. From childhood, he is on top of me. Whoa. Wow, that is really, really being very modern and very honest. Well, I only hope that the wedding date is advanced soon, in case that on top of me has led to a bun in the oven. Last night, I walked into the gate of my building and there was a young mother who was strolling around with her baby. And whenever you see a baby, it is mandatory to coochie-coo a bit. And I did the mandatory cooing sounds and I asked how old the baby was. And the proud mother said, he is 1:45. And I figured that the baby was 9 months old. Either that or the mother's biological clock had started ticking again. So these are a few of the bloopers. There are many more, and I'd love to do them at a later stage, another video, another time. I hope you enjoyed it because for me, it's really amazing. Like Steve says, this is what makes Indians who they are. And if some of you thought this video was a total time pass, well, I think I better end now because I really wouldn't want to eat your brains out anymore.